Hello guys, would you like a spider grinder? Say you need a whole lot of string in order to make wool. Yeah, few people know that you can make wool out of string, but you don't feel like going around punching random animals. You can make a spider grinder. All you need is a spawner. And all you have to really do is idle down here. As you can see, they die real good. How does this work, you ask? It takes advantage of the southwest rule. You see, this lava pool is southwest of where they are constantly jumping into. This corner right here. This trap takes advantage of spiders and other mobs. They always want to jump when they're in water. And see, I took a little bit of damage just because I was jumping and I hit this. So it's a nice little way of taking care of spiders. You can use fire too, but a lot of servers ban fire and you can't get netherrack in some servers. I'm in a server right now, so anyway, how do you go about building this, you may ask? Well, I'm going to show you. I found another spider spawner deep within this cave. I have them marked, so restricted access. Only those who know what's down here should come down here. I'm the only one who knows what's down here, so. And here we are. At our new spider spawner. All set up and ready to go. The only thing I've done was light it up and took out the mossy. See, now what we want to do first is we want to lower the ceiling. We want to lower it so that we don't lose as much cobble. So I'm going to teach you guys a little method I've developed. My patented method of closing off ceilings without losing too much cobble. You see, mobs, especially spiders, need a 2 by 2 by 2 area to spawn in. But if you only leave 1 by 1 by 1 areas of darkness, they can't spawn. And we're just going to, oops. We're just going to cover this up until the cobble hits the top of the spawner. The reason we do this is so that the spiders can't get on top of this. You don't want spiders having a safe point, because then they just start to taunt you. You don't want taunting spiders, they're assholes. They're mean people. Well, they're not people, but still, they're mean guys. And they'll screech and screech at you from the top of this spawner all day long if they have to. Okay, so there we go. Nothing can spawn in there. Now we can layer this top here with cobble. Careful about your torches. If you're in a smaller room, you don't want to disturb them too much. You want to make sure that your room is 5 across, and your water flow is you're going to want to make your water flow face either west or south. So an easy way to find out which way is south in a cave is to make a little hole in the ceiling like this. There's your north, here's your west, here's your south. Now we're going to finish up this ceiling. Now spiders will still spawn in abundance even when there's a ceiling, if you saw what my other spawner was looking like. Alright, now we've got our everything all dug in there. Now we're just going to open this up down below. Be careful not to fall into any holes, and make sure you mine any minerals that you find. I'm low on coal right now, so I will probably stop for that. And this should be low enough, but I'm going to go one more just for safe measure. I think the other one was this low, so crap, I lost my shovel. Wasn't expecting to run into gravel. Okay, now that you got the floor like you want it, you want to make sure that you still got torches down here because they can still spawn in the dark areas. And then I'm going to go ahead and take care of this gravel real fast. Alright. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure that the area that they're going to walk into, that they're going to be flowing into, looks similar to this. See, they're spiders. They're 2 by 2. They can't get through here. No. No. So they're spiders. They're 2 by 2. They can't get through here. See, your collection point's going to be this way. Your drop point is going to be down here. And again, you can do this with fire if you want to. It's not really a big deal. So then your drop point is going to be right here. They're going to die. Ooh, there's some iron. Yay, I got some iron. They're going to die. Their loot's going to come down here, where you can safely collect it and grab this iron real fast. So now we need to make sure that this is 8 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it's 7, just dig out a trench here. If it's smaller, just dig a little further back. But what we want to do is we want to make a channel, and all you need is 2 water buckets for this. I got a little source spring right here. Pros use 1 by 3, and then just do that. So now we got our channel, and that's all you really need to do for this room. We'll need to remove those torches later on. Now what we do with the grinder is something completely different. You can do this with fire too if you want to. If lava is banned on your server, but for some reason fire isn't. You want to make sure that you're on the other side of this wall. So I'm going to make a shovel real fast. There we are. Got my shovel. Got my shovel on. And we're going to dig this out. Alright, that's as far as we really need to be. Now, we only need 1 lava source if your trap is 5 blocks long. You can make it 3 blocks long if you want to. It doesn't really matter. What we need to pay attention to is that lava travels 3 blocks from its source when it's on a flat area. So if I lay a lava bucket down, it will travel 7 blocks pretty much. It'll travel 3 in either way. So, you need to find the center, which is where the spawner is, pretty much. Oops, I fell down. Alright, so this is where the spawner is. We need to place it and run. There we go. There's our lava grinder. That's going to take care of the spiders. Now, last thing we need is a source to carry the goodies to us. And there's our collection point right there. Last but not least, need to make sure we get all these torches out of here. Now be careful, because they can still spawn without any torches, especially on the ground right here. You might want to dig in other holes to try to get them out. There we go. Hello. And there we go. Our first victim. Now you need to be careful with where you put your collection point, because if you're not right here, then they will try to jump up, because spiders, they have a heat vision. So if I stand right here, they'll fight the current and climb the walls and try to find me, try to get to me. But if I'm sitting right here, they'll come to me, and they'll hit this grinder. They'll die. So here you can idle all night, and you'll have your spiders, your strings, for your wool, so you can make that pixel art statue that you've always wanted. And I keep saying that you can make wool out of string. Go nuts! Alright, that was my tutorial. I'll be using this in my Let's Play too, so I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Hello guys, this is a short postscript kind of thing, a PS. Here, this is a reason why you want to make sure you get your collection point there by the grinder. You don't want them to hop around like this. And another reason why I made this video is, you know, I replaced it all with glass, so it's easier to see them. And if you can tell, I shortened up the floor by 1, because in the tutorial I went 3 floors down. You only really need 2 floors down, because you don't want to get the floor too far away from that spawner. So just 2 floors down, they'll all spawn just fine. So we got 3 in there now trying to get at me. But yeah, if you just stand right here, they'll all just ignore the grinder. They'll fight the current. They'll try to get at you. There's 4 of them in there now. But if you stand right here, if you idle right here, they all line up to die. Oh, I love spiders when they're in this form. They're behind glass. Ta-da! Another tip is if you're in a server that allows you to buy things that you can't normally get, like ice blocks, netherrack, glowstone, you can replace the floor down here with ice, and that'll make the string trout closer. See, also, I don't know what's wrong with them, but when they get up against the lava, they don't attack. They go neutral for some reason. I think it's because they're recognizing the light from the lava sources. I don't know. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. I'm sorry these follow-ups had to be at the end, but yeah, other than just raising the floor up and raising the grinder a little bit, everything turns out real well. It's right here. You can replace this with glass too if you want a little light, but you don't want too much light getting into that grinder, so this is why I got this little light here recessed down like 4 or 5 floors deep. But yeah, hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Rate, comment, subscribe, only if you want to. I probably shouldn't really need to remind you guys about those things. I mean, all the other YouTubers do it anyway. Okay, goodbye.